Hello students, coming to the second part of your non-carious lesion and their management. Now about the clinical management of non-carious lesions. Non-carious lesions require clinical attention if any of the following factors exist. Number one, tooth sensitivity, if there is a compromised aesthetic, risk of tooth fracture, pulpal damage, caries, poor periodontal health. Now what are the treatment options available for non-carious lesions? Number one, dentine desensitization. Second option, restorations. Third, endodontic therapy if indicated, and periodontal therapy if indicated. Coming to the first category, that is your dentine desensitization, used in situations where minimal amount of dentine exposed less than 1 millimeter and patient experience hypersensitivity. This managed by any of the method suggested for dentine desensitization, such as fluoride varnishes or fluoride iontophoresis, dentine bonding agents, use of desensitization toothpaste. Coming to the second part, that is restoration management, indicated in following situations where there is a considerable loss of enamel and dentine, aesthetic is compromised, deep lesions affecting the strength of tooth and pulpal integrity, caries beginning in the cervical lesion, significant sensitivity of the exposed dentine. Choice of restorative material. Class 5 non-carious lesions with any of the permanent restorative material presently available. Of these, amalgam, DFG, direct filling gold, cast gold inlays, and ceramic inlays are no longer preferred as they require some amount of cavity preparation to make the restoration retentive. Currently, therefore, composite resins and GIC are used because they are adhesive and do not require extensive cavity preparation. Composite restorations, as all of you know the steps, first you have to prepare tooth preparation. No cavity preparation is necessary for class 5 non-carious lesions. Shape or defect is amendable for filling. However, enamel margins bevel to increase the surface area for bonding and to produce aesthetic. Pumice prophylaxis, clean the surface of any debris or plaque. Shade selection followed by isolation and acid etching and dentine bonding. Then is your composite resin placement followed by finishing and polishing of the restoration. Compomer were the one of the another type of restorative materials. New variety introduced in 1990. It combines the durability of composite and fluoride release ability of GIC. Available as a single component light curable material in syringe. Step is same as that of your composite restorations. Indicated for class 5. GIC means chemically used GIC have a and chemically cured GIC have an excellent track record for restoring class 5 non-carious defects. Nowadays, resin modified GIC also preferred. Endodontic therapy, when cervical tooth loss is extensive resulting in pulpal involvement, endodontic therapy is necessary followed by post placement and full crown restoration. In case of periodontal therapy, we go for the mucogingival surgeries where the gingival recession has been occurred. So in order to place coronary displaced flaps to improve the aesthetic and root coverage uh, um, root coverage procedures. Then is your management of adhesion. Pulpally involved tooth should be extracted or undergo endodontic therapy. Parafunctional activities, notably bruxism, controlled with proper discluding protecting occlusal splints. Occlusal equilibration by selective grinding of tooth surface. Restorative modalities, metallic restorations of full coverage restorations. Management of abrasion, remove the cause. Treat treated with fluoride solution to improve its caries resistance. Lesion is exceeding 0.5 millimeter to dentin, it should be restored. Tooth is sensitive, then desensitize the exposed dentin before starting restorative treatment. So desensitizing agent is your 8 to 30% sodium or stannous fluoride for 4 to 8 minutes. Restoration by direct tooth colored materials in anterior and metallic restoration in case of posteriors. Management of erosions, remove the cause. If restoration is the choice of the treatment, metallic restoration is indicated because it is resistant to erosion. Management of fractures, restoration, first of all, Pulp therapy if indicated, and processes. Then coming to the management of enamel hypoplasia. So this is carried out periodically since the teeth continue to stains. So hypoplasia, as all of you know, that affected teeth with an agent such as hydrogen peroxide if there is a discoloration. And bleaching, lightening or discoloration of teeth through the application of chemical agent to oxidize organic pigmentation of the teeth. Sodium perborate, carbon peroxide, hydrogen peroxide are the bleaching agents. Mechanism of action: low molecular weight of hydrogen peroxide allow it to easily diffuse through enamel and dentin. Here it breaks down into water and release perhydroxyline and nascent oxygen. Due to its great oxidative power, it breaks up large molecular stains into the smaller stains. These reflect less light and to appear lighter. The free oxygen open the C rings of pigment molecule, converting them into a single molecule state chains. Non-hereditary enamel hypocalcification. Mineralization of tooth enamel should be made using fluoride application, fluoride and antophoresis, whiter bleaching, laminated veneering, composite veneering, porcelain fused to metal, and cast metal crowns. Non-hereditary dentin hypoplasia and hypocalcification. Here we can use intermediate bases, pulp protecting agents such as calcium hydroxide, zinc, phosphate, and polycarboxylates. Management of discoloration. Extrinsic is staining can be removed by scaling and polishing. Intrinsic staining is removed by bleaching or laminated veneers, composite veneer, or endodontic therapy, followed by full crown restoration. Management of malformation. Restorations are indicated. Malaligned teeth is repositioned orthodontically, porcelain fused to metal, or cast ceramic veneering restorations. Management of dentagenous imperfecta, cast metal crown or on posterior and jagged crown on anterior teeth. Fillings are not easily permanent because of the softness of the dentin. That's all. Thank you so much.